my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. I feel really distracted all of a sudden because I'm just like rolling this in my hand. I don't know why. So there could be a lot of distractions going on for some of you. But anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. So right before I hit record, I'm like, I really want to have a love focus in this reading. So I don't really know exactly how I'm going to set it up, or, usually I should just do whatever comes out, because that's just what happens anyways. But I was sitting here typing, like, there's no keyboard in front of me, but I felt like I was looking at a computer typing. So I don't know if somebody's typing out an email, if you're going to receive an email from this person, or if you're going to email whoever this person is to you. So there could be some type of email correspondence that is significant, whether it's love related or not. But that's what I was thinking about right before I started acting like I was typing. So someone has something to say. Well, then we have Twin Flame and Floret. Chaser and competition. Okay, so there could be a level of competition here, potentially with someone you forgot about, or that they think you forgot about them or something. They don't want to be forgotten. There's a significance with the floor. I don't know what that means. If it's like multiple levels in your house, like the first floor, second floor, or if a floor, the flooring, something significant. Did somebody put down flooring? I just heard the only way I could talk to you is through email. So someone wants to reach out to you, and the only way that they feel that they can reach you is through email, potentially because you blocked them or they blocked you. Whatever the reasoning is, this is typing. Someone's on a computer or a laptop. That's not on their phone or iPad or tablet or whatever. It feels like someone's using an actual keyboard. Chaser. There's a masculine energy who wants to chase a feminine. And there is something significant to do with fire. So it could be a fire sign, maybe a fire in your chart, or you are a fire sign, or vice versa, the other person is. This makes me feel like there's a lot of heat between you and this person, a lot of passion. Okay, for some reason I feel like with whoever this person is to you, the masculine has a lot of like sexual energy basically. It's more of a physical thing, but it's also a mental thing too. So this person thinks about you a lot, and it's not just a physical thing, but that's there. And it feels more like a mental, emotional connection for the feminine. It's almost like your intelligence, your smarts, whatever you're capable of, your personality is, your talents, is fueling the fire in this situation. Like you're lighting this person's soul on fire. You turn them on in ways that a supermodel couldn't. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I get turned on by this person because they're hot, but there's a different level to this. It's more intimate. Even if you didn't have an intimate moment with this person, they find your mind very attractive. Like that's what that feels like to me. You two think very similarly, even if you present very differently. But I do feel like the feminine might be unaware that this masculine has these feelings, these desires towards him or her, just masculine, feminine energy. Because it's making me think, like, looking at this card with her, there's really no heat in her body, but it's all up here mentally. So you could be feeling this connection. You could be picking up on this person's thoughts and feelings, and just the fact that they're approaching, that something's headed your way. But I feel like you don't really know who this is for some of you. And if you do know who the person is, you don't know that they feel this way. Like, you don't, like, physically know that they feel this way. And I feel like that's why it's not in your physical environment yet, basically. Whirlwind. This is going to come out of nowhere. It's weird because it feels like a shock, but like a good shock. But at the same time, it feels like, oh, I kind of saw that coming kind of thing. So it's just, it almost feels like it's going to come out of nowhere. So that's where the shock factor is here. But I feel like you could have been anticipating this or had a feeling, but it's almost like, yeah, right, is that going to really happen kind of thing? And I feel like it is. So I don't know if this person like does construction or puts down flooring and stuff for a living, or if they remodeled part of their house or something, but there's something significant to do with a floor. I'm not sure what that is. So let's see. Yeah, I just saw makeover, so someone could be remodeling. Tearing up an old floor and putting down a new one, or they already did. I just heard I redid the entire room. So there's someone who remodeled an entire room. Something to do with a bomb as well. I don't think a bomb literally went off in this person's house or anything like that, but a bomb. I keep hearing bombing, so I don't know what that's about, but you're the bomb. This just popped in my head too. I don't know. Don't mind me. I don't know. Bombing in vehicles is standing out to me. So does somebody's car blow up, like literally, or some vehicle blow up? Or maybe someone's motor blew? I don't know. Vehicle bombing vehicle, I don't know. Cycles. Repeated patterns learn to break free. Something to do with bubbles. Learn to break free. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Okay, so I don't know if this person wants to apologize to you, like, sorry, I bursted your bubble in the past, like I told you this or turned you down or whatever the hell happened here. Sorry to burst your bubble. Let's see what this is. Because I'm not really feeling it as like a pattern or something, but it feels like acted out, acting. Somebody acted free. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. So maybe this person was in a relationship or something and they were pretending not to be. They were acting free. And it's like, it came out or something. Because it feels like, why else would you act free? It could be free from the past, like being a free spirit, being free-spirited. This person could be a little bit more closed-minded than you or whoever. Maybe it's you who's closed-minded. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. With wishes. Wishes coming true, dreams coming into fruition. And then there's traveling. There's distance here. It could be long distance between the two of you or just some type of distance. Doesn't matter how far away this person is, but it feels like, sorry to burst your bubble. You didn't get what you wanted? Somebody didn't get what they wanted. They didn't get their wish. Like, if you were wishing for this specific person, it didn't happen. And if, how do I want to say it? Somebody else's bubble could have got burst because you wanted somebody else. Like you didn't want them, you wanted a different person. Something didn't work out, is what it feels like. There's between you and this person or people, and like I said, there could be travel involved. Um, Someone might even travel around for work or whatever for a living. I gotta check something real quick. Like, I don't know why I feel the need to do this. Because I can't remember if it was a dream or not. Hold on. I know this is weird, but let's see. Do 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 do. It was a dream. Okay. That's really freaking weird. Okay, I'm gonna just throw my phone over there because we don't need the phone right now. But anyways, it just popped in my head. That's why I was like, I gotta check because I want to know if it's real or not. I gotta check because I want to know if it's real or not. Somebody needed to check something, check on something, check out a situation. I need to look back at this because I need to know if this is real or not. Something like that. I'm not sure what that's about. Somebody could have got some type of news or something, some information, and they're wondering if it's correct or not. But like they could be worried about someone or something. But anyways, it was a dream because it didn't happen. There was I messaged someone in a dream, professing my feelings and shit to them, and I don't remember if the person answered or not. If I think they did, but I don't remember what it was all about. It was either left on red or it wasn't well received or something. I can't remember, but exactly what it was. But that felt so fucking real because I literally was just questioning it. Like, did I really do that? No, it was a dream. Um, Someone might be questioning something as well. Like, did I really say that? Did I really do that? Because maybe they were intoxicated and they don't remember. Like drunk texting and shit. Like, oh shit, I never should have said blah, 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 whatever. Like, oh, I can't believe I really did that. And then they look back and go, oh my God, I did. Or I didn't. You know, whatever it is. Someone did something. They were tempted. There's a level of temptation here. It's like when Eve bites the fucking apple. Someone bit the fruit. Someone ate the fruit, the rotten fruit. They were tempted. Something to do with Rome as well. I'm not sure. Like when in Rome, it's like go big or go home kind of thing. But ow, I just hurt behind my ear. Fruit is significant. I don't know why. On one of my spiritual drives, after I mentioned apples and crap and like temptation and rotten fruit and shit, someone left some fucking apples and one of them was like partially eaten, I believe. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's just so funny how those people were doing that shit. But fruits, like that's what's making me think of is like the Adam and Eve thing, you know, temptation. Someone might have been tempted to ream you out, to chew you a new a-hole. Or they did, or they're going to. I don't think they're going to. It either already happened, or like you already got mad at someone, or they got mad at you. They got mad at all this shit. Okay, so whatever was going on in your situation, they could have got mad about dreams as well. This person got mad at all the shit that was going on. I don't know if they were mad at you or if they were just mad at a situation, because it feels like fuck this, I'm out of here. But maybe that's where the typing's coming in. Like I got a lot to say to you. That felt more lovey though. I was very invested in what I was typing. But you know what's funny too? This just popped in my head. This is like a love story, you know what I mean? Most twin flame journeys are a fucking story. We could all write novels on them, you know what I mean? And they probably be really good movies because there's a lot of ups and downs and bullshit involved. But anyways, I did write a twin flame story. I started it. I I've never shared it though. And it's similar to like being in the Garden of Eden, basically, because it's like the first two people and how they they're supposed to fall in love and connect to repopulate and just start society, civilization, whatever. And the garden is magical. And that's where, like, of course, after all the temptation and bullshit, the magic kind of dies down. And it's not really seen anymore because, that's when negativity seeps into everything. So at first it's all fun and free and playful and like, yay. And they're playing like hide and seek or some shit. And they're following each other and like chasing after one another. And then I think I had the woman, I can't remember their names in the story. I think I had her go one way, and then the guy's like, "Oh, I'll cut you off because I know a shortcut," and he goes a different way. But it's a magical forest. It's a magical garden where things change. So when they went their separate ways, things changed, and his direction changed. He went in a different direction. He thought he was headed in the right direction. He thought he was coming round to meet this person, to meet you, basically. Like, oh, I want to get ahead of you, and then you'll catch up to me, kind of thing. I'm saying this story for a reason, because it kind of feels like that could be going on in a situation. Not literally running, but you know what I mean. Runner, chaser shit. I did say chaser. And the masculine in my story was the chaser. But it didn't seem that way because he wasn't like right behind her. He went the long fucking way, basically. So anyways, she ends up out into this open field first. He gets fucking rerouted, basically. His GPS is off, so his intuition sucks. is the way that I'm going to explain it. So she ends up in this field, and I don't know word for word because I can't remember the exact story. I have to go back to the computer. That's the typing reminded me, and see what I had written because I don't have Microsoft Word anymore, and I gotta pay for it so that I can open the document and finish the fucking thing. But anyways, it was just such a random. Oh, dreams! Yeah, this story that I started writing came from a dream I had, which I was like, oh my god, that would be a good story. So anyways, like I said, this is just like Cliff Notes version, basically. So she ends up in a field, and there's like this tree up on a hill, and she's like looking around, no one's there, nothing's there, it's just her. And she stood there for a little while looking at the wood line waiting for whatever the fuck is Echo. Okay, so the masculine's name was Echo, and I can't Ava and Echo. So anyways, like Adam and Eve, I did the A and the E. But anyways, regardless, I can't believe I just remembered their names out of nowhere. I haven't read this in a minute, just saying. So she waits, and then she's like, I can't stand here and wait. It's going to start getting dark soon. And she's like, should I turn back and look for him? And when she goes to turn around to go back for him to see where he is, she gets sidetracked because the path that she just came out of, it was like an open path, like a four-wheeler path, where you can literally just drive into the woods or ride into the woods. It was all woods now. There was no path there anymore. So that pathway, once she had come into the clearing, when she had come out into the open, that path closed. She couldn't turn around. Like, there was no going back because something's out in the open now. That makes a lot of sense. I never saw it this way before. So anyway, so she's out in the open, like, all right, well, even if it seems like nobody's paying attention, even if she's not directly speaking to this person, that person, or whatever, either her feelings or just her, she's exposed. You're a target in a fucking field, just saying. So anyways, she's like, okay, well, I'll go sit up by the tree, and because it's the only fucking tree in the field, so I'll sit up there and wait for him to see if he shows up, and if not, then I'll just start heading back, kind of thing. I'll do what I need to do. So she trucks her little ass up to the tree, and she gets there very quickly, and the tree is magical too, like just like everything else. And she was led there by design, is what I want to say. Destiny. It was a fated event, but anyway, she was led to that tree. It wasn't a fruitful tree. It didn't have like apples and oranges and all kinds of shit in it. It had talking animals. The tree could talk, and there was she comes across different creatures that have different lessons for her. That was the point of it. So like there was a bumblebee, um, and I think I had the bumblebee sting her for no reason. And then the bee felt sad that he did that because I can't remember what it was exactly, like the details, like I said, but I don't know. The bee apologized for stinging her, and she was sad because the bee died. Because once a bumblebee stings, their stinger falls off and they're fucking done for, basically. So it was almost like this person whoever's representing the bee, took a chance to hurt someone, and it either killed the situation or that person's no longer with you anymore or around or won't be. Um, but she wasn't angry at the bee for stinging her. She showed compassion, and that was part of the lesson. Showing compassion for someone who's a piece of crap, basically. That was one of the lessons. I don't know why I remembered that lesson, because like I said, there was other ones. There was a snake in there too, but she didn't talk to the snake yet, because I was going to have the snake be the last one that she speaks to. Excuse me, because the snake is tricky. And the snake was watching her the whole time while she was talking to these other creatures, because I don't remember if one of them, I don't remember what they were. It's not like it's that important, but um, there was lessons, and I think there were 3 lessons that she had to learn. Yeah, because the snake was going to talk to her before she learned the 3rd lesson. But that was also part of the 3rd lesson, was surpassing the snake, someone who's a shitbag, overcoming temptation, basically. Overcoming temptation. So some of you could have had to learn lessons like that and overcome temptation. I did mention temptation. Don't be tempted by the fucking fruit, basically. But I don't think I was going to have the snake have her eat anything or whatever. It was a level of temptation because she had a wish. She wanted to see Echo again. Like, she needed to know where he was because the sun was going down and it was going to be dark and then she wouldn't be able to find him or something. Like, it's almost like when the sun goes down and then the moon comes out and it's dark, that's when there's uncertainty. So it's like, if I don't find him before everything goes completely black, it's like a saddened state, that could represent a state of depression, or I need him to see the light before it goes away, kind of thing. I don't know, that's just what popped in my head. I need him to see the light before it goes away. So she's sitting there, yeah, because she was talking to the snake, and he was going to grant her this wish. But I didn't decide what she had to do in order for it. But on the other side of the tree, he comes out of the tree line, so he's in the field with her. Like, he's in the same area, except she's facing a different direction. Like, she's looking back at, where she came out of the woods, where she came out. Like I gotta go back. I gotta retrace my steps. So she's focused on that and herself, because if you think about it, if you retrace your steps and you go back down an old path that's closed off to you, and you're learning all these lessons. That's where growth and self-love and all that stuff comes from. So she's focused on herself. And he's focused on her, but she doesn't know it because her back's turned to him. And she's pouting against the tree, my one wish is for him to make it here on time, to be here, for us to be together. I don't know. They were more playful in the beginning of the story, and then it started turning to like having romantic feelings, having passion for one another. So it shows like a span of time, maturity, a growing connection, becoming connected to somebody. It could be, friends first and then moving into a relationship, like feelings start to grow, because that's kind of what it was in the story. Mind you, this was a fucking dream I had. I just wrote it down. So, okay, so he's looking around, doesn't see her anywhere, and he's like, oh, I see the tree on the top of the hill. So he starts, heading towards the tree. And he starts running into different critters and shit too, because there's lessons for him as well. Going forward, there's still lessons. Um, so it's almost like lessons from the past. Oh, I just saw an orb. Lessons from the past are being hashed out, resolved, and healed within the feminine. And maybe that would already gone on with this masculine, but regardless, with him moving forward, there's lessons in each step that he takes towards the tree. And I feel like the tree is the tree of life because it's a very magical tree. That's not, I mean, it is a family tree if you think about it, because that's what's connecting them is this fucking tree. So there could be a family that's connecting the two of you. I'm not saying it's your family member, but like a family member of yours could be connecting you to this person or something. But regardless, he's trucking forward, and I think it was a dragonfly that buzzed by his head. And no, it wasn't. It was a crow. I think there was a dragonfly in there too. I might talk to her. I can't fucking remember. Like I said, I gotta re-look it up. It's not, the details aren't important, but I do get stuck on details a lot for some reason, especially when I'm trying to explain something. But anyways, it was a crow. There was like a whole group of them, a whole murder of crows. And at first he only heard one. Oh yeah, because there was one in the fucking tree. That's what it was. There was one raven in the tree. And that raven was pretending to be a crow. And the raven was talking to the girl. Can't remember. He was going to deliver the message that she needed delivered. And then the whole, like, he sees Echo. He's flying over and he's going to deliver the message to him. Like, oh, she's up there by the tree. She's waiting for you. Like, she loves you. Like, so, spiritual messenger. Spirit's trying to deliver this message. And all these other fucking, a swarm of crows, because remember, that's a raven, not a crow, just comes in and starts like freaking out, basically. So it could be external people, problems, just being bombarded with information, different information, being confused, because this person's saying that person's saying that, and this and everything else, or spiritual messages are like, oh my god, there's signs everywhere, I don't know what the fuck this means. So this masculine's going, it's just a bunch of noise. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So the raven can't deliver the message because there's too much chatter. There's too much noise. This person isn't listening to themselves, or they weren't. So he's just kind of like, oh my gosh, the sky's getting dark, but it's just covered in fucking birds, basically. And it looks like the apocalypse. The end of time is fucking showing up. And he's scared, but he's not scared for himself. He's scared for her because he doesn't know where the fuck she is. So he starts running. Like, all right, I gotta haul ass to that fucking tree, because if I see the tree, she will see the tree. Like that, it's almost like a landmark. This is, we gotta meet here, because we both know where this place is, kind of thing. That's what that feels like. But anyways, he starts running, and the tree gets farther and farther and farther away from him. So it's like the closer he gets to the tree, the farther the tree goes. And the way that I was having, the reason why I was having that happen is, like, I don't know the meaning of it. Because the dream stopped at the tree. And the rest of it was it just started coming to me and I was writing. So anyways, I think she fell asleep under the fucking tree waiting for his ass because she was so tired and the sun was going down, and she was waiting for the return message, and the message never came because he didn't receive it. So somebody might not have received a message that you literally sent them. Maybe they didn't get your email. Maybe you didn't get theirs. You didn't get a text or what. I don't know. There's a missing message here is what it feels like. It was intercepted. Something was intercepted. Something was fucked up on repeat is what it feels like. But anyways, as he's running towards the tree, it gets farther and farther away because she's going within and healing and doing and focused on herself. She's not focused on him anymore. She's not focused on him anymore because she knows that there's more important things that she needs to do in the meantime. Like, I can't just sit around here and wait. I might as well be productive. And she starts to grow and she becomes stronger, and she has a better understanding of herself, her surroundings, the creatures she's interacted with, like her wants and needs and all of that have changed because of growth. It's called maturing and healing and all that. So through that process, he can never catch the fucking tree. He can't catch up to it because he hasn't learned the lessons. He's trying to run so fast and bypass all these problems and ignore what he needs to work on just to get to her. But that's part of the lesson, is to stop and reflect. Because I think that's kind of where I left it. And I think my plan in writing it was to have, this is a really cool love story, because that's why I'm saying it. It feels like it's something very similar going on for another person or people. I think I was going to have him reach the tree, but because the tree is a magic tree, they're literally there at the same time. Same place, same time, energetically, because time is man-made, it's fluid anyways, but he can't see her, and she can't see him. But they're like literally right there. Like they're right next to each other. They're in the same spot at the same time, but at different times, but yet it's the same time. I don't know how to explain it, because it's like a time loop if you think about it. So, for example, because this is how I felt like what was going on with my spiritual drives, and not in a love capacity either. I mean, sometimes I had some lovey feelings in there, and I don't know, the way that I felt at different locations, it varied depending on who the hell I was picking up on. But I'd be drawn, like, for example, I'd be drawn somewhere, and I would see what somebody left, because people were leaving things for me, and I know they were. And the energy, the residual energy that was there, it's like we were at the same spot with that at the same time, because I was led there, because their energy was still there. So it's like being there when somebody else's energy is still present, because a piece of them's still fucking there, because everything's happening consecutively all at the same fucking time. I'm not getting into it, but that's what I was going to have happen, and until all the illusions and lies disappear and lessons are learned, they won't be able to see each other. Because you got to do the fucking work. Someone needs to put work into the situation, is what I want to say. I don't know. I thought this was kind of a cute story. So, let's see. I was supposed to... I'm getting really tired all of a sudden. What the fuck? That happened in another reading. I just heard clueless. Someone's clueless to something. Clueless to spirituality, to the situation, to you. You're clueless. I don't know. Someone is. Fearful heart. It's time to shine. And make your fucking dreams come true. It's time to shine. I feel like you are shining to this person, whoever they are. They're taking notice. That's for damn sure. I just heard I noticed you a long time ago. So even if this person didn't say anything, you didn't think that they liked you or were interested, they noticed you then. Just saying. Beginnings, try again. New direction, start over. Yeah, it's your time to shine. There's something starting here. Okay, I just saw something like this. I think it was on Facebook where it's like when everyone thinks they've got you buried, like buried in bullshit, their bullshit, your bullshit, that you're just buried in a pile of shit. You poke through the ground, because come to find out, you were just being planted. A seed was planted. A new beginning, a new start. Because you broke through the pile of shit, basically. It's like, you can put all your shit on me, all this bullshit, and I gotta deal with all this crap, but trust me, I'll get through this. And you did. You are. And there's a new beginning here. Because you're shining bright. It's like planting flowers that you think will never grow, because the first season you plant them, it's like, oh, those are duds. Shit. Nothing popped out of the ground. Yeah, I thought this would work, but it didn't. I guess the environment wasn't conducive to their growth, so a situation wouldn't have worked out because of outside factors and all kinds of crap, potentially lessons and shit. So you give up on it, because you're like, well, I guess I'm going to have to get some new seeds, look at new options, new opportunities, new people, new whatever, refocus, because that didn't work out. And then the next season, all of a sudden those flowers that you planted take off and bloom and they start to grow and bloom, and it's absolutely beautiful, because sometimes distance makes the heart grow fonder, just going to say, if we're talking about relationships of any kind. But it's going over things and remembering you left your mark on someone is what it feels like. Someone's remembering something, but it's thinking that this is not going to happen, it's not going to work, and then out of nowhere it does. Because there's an apology here. Forgiveness, return, sorry. This person is sorry for hurting you. They're sorry for what happened in this situation. I'm sorry I was mean to you. That's what I just heard. Yeah, this might shock the crap out of you, because this person is reflecting, and I feel like they're seeing some similarities between you and them. Yeah, this is hearing from this person or getting this apology is going to be very shocking to some of you. Something to do with a hawk as well. So birds could be significant in this situation. I just heard etc., etc., etc. Moving heaven and earth. So I don't know if this masculine feels that way, like I would move heaven and earth for you, or maybe they feel that way about you, like you moved heaven and earth in their life to make this happen, to heal this. Because then we have the Ten of Spears. Wait, yeah. And the Ace of Cups. That's so funny that I said I'd move heaven and earth for you. With the Star card, the Ten of Wands basically, and the Ace of Cups, that's exactly what this feels like. Like, this is healing energy. This is a wish. This is, I want to make your dreams come true, basically. I want to heal from these problems. I'd put the work in. I would do anything for you because I love you. I would do anything for you. I don't know if this person wants to say that, or if you did do a lot for this person because you love them. I kind of feel both. I'd move heaven and earth for you. That's what that feels like. This person definitely wants to put the work in. And that's probably where the shockingness is coming in. I just heard, I'll carry all of this for you. I'll carry all of this for you. Carry the burden, the weight of the world. There's something to do with horns. I don't know if it's like bull horns or like horns and stuff. Or beep beep. You know what I mean? Something to do with a horn, blowing the horn. When you blow the horn on a situation, isn't that just, wait, that's calling somebody out, isn't it? Like blowing the horn on a situation is when you speak up. Isn't it like whistleblowing and shit? Yeah. Well, someone's gonna blow the horn on this situation and speak up. They might do it online. But this can also be travel, distance, closure. Someone's going to let you know why this didn't work out. Like why they ran away, why they looked the other way, why they were so burdened by this or something. They're going to let you know why they're so sorry. Maybe they didn't see clearly before and they are now. I'm not sure, because then we have the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment, with the Five of Swords. Someone was trying to control your wishes. What the shit is that? How the fuck do people do that? Yeah, with conflict. This person could have been fighting you off, battling you off. Like, if you're showing them love, they're showing you not love. You know, like, they're combating everything that you say or do, or that's what they did. This feels like a lose-lose situation, because both of you lose out if neither one of you, if it doesn't work out for either one of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Here's what's holding back their fears and worries. This person was really scared about some type of problem, some type of argument, fight, conflict, some problem. They're worried, but they acted like they weren't worried. They acted like they weren't scared, like they didn't care. Yeah, this person was maintaining a sense of control over themselves. So whatever this conflict is, it did worry this other person. I don't know if it worried you, scared you, could have, but I feel like there's someone here who had a poker face on, like, oh, this is nothing, I don't care about you, I don't care about this, but they did. They do. It took all they had within them to resist you, to resist this, to not fight for you, to not be there. It was really hard to not be there for you. Something was holding this person back, and I feel like part of it was themselves, but it could be external people as well. The King of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Money could have been holding this person back as well. A financial situation, some type of stability. I just heard, you son of a bitch. I don't know where this, I'm holding the Five of Swords too. This is kind of where she feels defeated, because people are looking down on her. I can't remember her fucking name. She's the little girl with the little sword, and she's the feisty little bitch, just saying. And trust me, she comes out on top. But in this moment, whoever this person's representing, you or them or whoever, in this moment, she felt defeated. Like, I'm not good at this. I can't do this. Like, maybe I am wrong. What am I fighting for? Why am I even trying? What's the point? If it's only gonna hurt and not help, or if nobody listens, what's the point? If nobody sees, what's the point? You know, if I can't get through to you, if I can't get... That's what this feels like. It's giving up on something or someone you love, or both, or thinking about it, because she doesn't end up giving up. I think the Hound comes in and is kind of like, ends up being her mentor. It's a very unlikely mentor, an unlikely companion, basically, because he helps her. I mean, he's a man and she's a child, so it's not like that, you know what I mean? But it's like when somebody comes in and inspires you to get back on your feet again, to try again. Because just because you failed a few times, just because you made a few mistakes, just because you lacked a little bit of understanding, you got to build your skill up. No matter what this talent is, no matter what this is that you were doing, practice makes perfect. And if you give up right in the beginning, yeah, you're never going to get good. You're never going to be better, because you're just going to have to sit on that one failure and move past it, basically. So someone might come in and help you through a situation, or they wish that they were there to help you through the situation, because I feel like a lot of you handled whatever this is on your fucking own, and this person feels bad that they weren't there. I don't know, you picked your ass up when most people wouldn't have been able to, is what it feels like. I don't know, I feel like fighter energy, because that little girl in the show is... she is a feisty little fighter. Like, you think I can't do this? Fuck you, basically. And I feel like a lot of you have that mentality, or you did in this situation. Yeah, Nine of Spears. You weren't going to give up. And there's success. I will succeed. I will win. I will do this. And by winning, it's not a competition against another person or people. It's against your past self. It's against, you know, those inner demons, whatever's holding you back, whatever made you feel discouraged. You prevailed, and you're being recognized. There's success in the situation. Because like I said, she ends up being pretty damn successful. And she's an asset to people who didn't even think that, they thought she was just a little pissant. Like, yeah, right. What can you do for me? You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't help me or this or that or this situation or anything like that. But she ends up being the one that steps up to the plate and fucking helps and shocks the shit out of everyone. So maybe that's going on here. Because there's success. Because you didn't give up. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Oh, the magician. I don't know, you're making shit happen. Something very magical is headed your way. And it feels like there's a love connection here, but it's also something that you love as well. You know, like your destiny. I don't know, that's what it feels like. Yeah. Forest, which is kind of funny because I was talking about that fucking story and the story dream thing or whatever. Muddled, unclear thinking. And then I was talking about lessons and learning and all that shit. Moon, changes in your life. Some of you might not really know what steps to take and what changes to make and, you know, like what's best for you and your family and whatever. Or that's what's going on with this person. But I feel like something has changed in this situation and it's clearing the air. Whatever was unclear prior is no longer unclear anymore. Someone got clarity. Yep. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. And I'll talk to you soon.